If Theotar is one of your least favorite cards in Hearthstone, you're absolutely gonna love this clip coming up ahead. I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone that's been tuning into the content recently. Because of you guys, I've been a lot more motivated to make as much content as physically possible. So I'm gonna be doing something fun once we hit 10K. I don't know what it is yet, but if you guys enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. But I'm gonna be doing something exciting once we finally hit 10K. I just don't know what it is yet. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But I'm just about to end up giving out some of the mini set bundles to the winners of the last giveaway. So trust me guys, more giveaways are going to be coming to this channel in the future. But let's go ahead and move on to why you guys are going to love this clip coming up ahead. But before I show you the game, or even more importantly the deck, I need to show you this this Reddit post actually about someone that was bragging about going 80%. 80%. So this isn't me clickbaiting you. This is this Reddit user clickbaiting you. So get mad at him instead of at Clark HELLSCREAM. But in any case, apparently he went 80% win rate with this Boar Druid. The one thing I am finding very, very sketchy about this post, though, is that number one, we don't know what ranks this was played in. Number two, we don't know if there was any tech inclusions or if he decided to like mess with some cards, take some things out, and, you know, figure out what the best list was that was winning most consistently. So I decided to take it upon myself to try and play this deck a little bit, because my very first thought was, why is there no guff? Why is there no guff in this deck? And as it turns out, guff isn't nearly as important as I thought it would be. So here is what I did with the deck. I ended up playing 10 games with this archetype with varying different builds. At first, I automatically put in the guff because I want guff, and I decided to put in Spammy Arcanist as well as Lingering Zombie, even though, before, I gotta backtrack a little bit. The way this combo works is that you play Oracle of Elune into double Elwyn Boar, and if you have a Pyromancer dead, that's actually a really good situation here. So let's assume that 4 Boars are dead and a Wild Pyro is dead. If you have Undying or Unending Swarm with a 0-drop card, you're going to bring back 4 Boars and a Wild Pyromancer. The Wild Pyromancer is very important because then once you cast one of your 0-mana cards, it will kill the Boars, giving you the sword instantly as early as turn 6, maybe turn 5, depending on coin and 0-mana card placement. But in any case, this combo is really, really cool on paper, but it's very weak against like aggro decks. So I decided, you know, if I end up planning this correctly, if I have 1 Lingering Zombie die, I can still bring back 3 Elwyn Boars. No matter what happens, so I can bring back enough for the sword. But as it turns out, that wasn't really that good. So I ended up taking out the spammies and the zombies for what the original list had. It had a due process, it had a planted evidence, but I decided to put in some plating as well as the guff over I don't know which card. It looks like it's over place of Wrath. Yeah, I didn't like Wrath in the deck. And I also like the idea of running 2 Captured Coldtooth Mines instead of 2 Swarms, because it only really matters if you get the 1 Swarm. But then I decided, you know what, that's not even good enough. I decided to just, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I put in Druid of the Reefs back in because you do need some early game removal, and having some of these minions die is actually not too impactful for the Unending Swarm to bring you back that gigantic turn. But again, why am I showing you this really bad deck that definitely can't climb to legend? Because I'll tell you right now, the only way that somebody was going to get an 80% win rate is if they're playing at the lower ranks where people are, number one, not expecting this. Number two, probably aren't playing their decks very optimally. Death Knight wins are very suspicious to me unless you're playing up against specifically Blood Death Knight. The Rogue and Paladin losses make sense, but not even a single loss against a Mage? Not a single loss against a Mage, a deck that's like killing you by turn 6 more times than not, and if you haven't done one part of your combo, it feels really bad. I'm not sold on this post unless I see some stats on the ranks that this player was playing at. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume this was done at the lower ranks, and it seems some people on this Reddit thread are also somewhat agreeing with that sentiment, where it's like, it's hard to trust this without knowing what rank this was played at. But in any case, I tried out the deck. I can definitely, confidently tell you guys that it is not an 80% win rate deck almost on any means, unless you play this at the very beginning of your legend climb. But I will say this is one of the fastest combos that we have available in Hearthstone right now, a turn 5, turn 6 consistent OTK, well, not OTK, but combo, to where you completely lock out your opponent. And I think that this deck is really fun, but it's just not an 80% win rate deck that you're going to climb the legend with. But again, if you hate Theotar, watch this clip coming up ahead, because it's mind-blowing to say the least, and this was definitely the most amazing game that I had while playing this deck. And if you guys enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown. Huge shout out to the person that did have success with this Boar Druid, because if they didn't have this 80% win rate, I probably wouldn't have tried this deck again, and I actually had a lot of fun playing this deck again, because I did play a little bit when the March of Lich King set first came out. But regardless, I would suggest playing my deck with Guff. I'm not really sold on some of these cards in this list, but I'll keep both lists in the description below in case you guys want to try it. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown. We'll see you for the next video. But like this guy going 80%, like I'd love to see what ranks he did this at. Do you have any comments on this thread? No? Made a post about Boar Druid as a meme. Since I refined the list a bit more, the deck blows Boar Priest out of the water. Turn 6 kills are not rare whatsoever. It's tricky to play, and its weaknesses out all combo decks are super aggro, but if you learn the ins and outs of the deck, you know how to play it, know how to use your pyros, enter the reefs, it bangs. I can provide a full guide tomorrow. I was just excited about my win streak, and I had to share. Always keep Oracle, Living Seed, a quad form, Moonlit Guidance. Keep against aggro, rake, keep Pyro. May keep Boar if Oracle in hand. Keep Living Seeds over Boars. Well, obviously. Stay with the game plan. Play a Pyro before turn 6. Play Oracle with 2 Boars, so it spawns. Oh, so he wants you to kill the Pyro first, and then you can do the Unending Swarm and bring that back. Oh, okay. I don't know how I didn't think about that. Maybe we can somehow do this faster. Zombie helps with Vizier. Oh, wait a minute. Zombie would give us a reason to play Vizier. That's true. Like, what are the Druid cards that I want to bring back? Wait a minute. Can I outdo, outdo the Mirror somehow? Alright, there's Goof. I mean, but, like, there's a lot of bad Druid spells, though, yeah? Maybe we just keep the Pharaoh Rages in, though, because we like armor. Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Yeah, there are a lot of bad Druid spells. A lot of them. Well, okay, so we have the Boars now. So we took out Due Process for Guff. Due Process would be really good right now. Not gonna lie. Why not? It's not like this deck goes wide. We already have a way to kill the Panther. Is this just a counter queue to Quest Druid? I mean, yeah, there's always the way they can play for tempo, but... Top deck a Loon and we're like literally there.
Reflect in the
My greeting. Job's done.
Oh my god, no way. I can literally just tempo the Undying Swarm. And it doesn't... Dude, Guff didn't matter. I can't believe I'm saying this. But Guff literally doesn't matter. Whoa!
Is no excuse for bad manners.
Whoa!
Is no excuse for bad manners.
Oh my god. Did he not see it?
Hold up.
Did he not see it? He also gave me the Xeno drop! Oh my god! Theotar gave me lethal! His Theotar gave me lethal! It gave me... Oh my god! It gave me lethal! He took the gun! Well played! Well played! Oh my god! How many of you can say that Theotar, like, competently, how many of you can say that Theotar gave you lethal? Oh my god, I'm in love. I'm in love. You're would encompass Theotar fate 100%.